So I got a request to make a video about how material things can't satisfy, like I did when I was coming out of manifestation about a year and a half ago. And manifestation, law of attraction, whatever you want to refer to it as. And when you're in that law of attraction slash new age kind of thing, primarily what it is you're using your thoughts to affirm that you're going to get specific things. But the issue is you're only focused on those things and you don't even realize that there's a God. And if you do refer to a higher power, you refer to the universe, but the universe doesn't have a will. The universe is a created thing by God. So really what you're doing is you're putting those material things as your idol. And when you're doing that, you're going to be let down every single time. When you have God, when you have Christ in your life and you realize, okay, it's not about me anymore, it's about him. Now you realize there's another reason to your life. There's another something else that's taking precedence over the things that you want. Now, what I'm learning now, going into almost the second year of being a believer, is that, okay, I feel like God's bringing me back into a place to at least now pray for things that I need, not that I necessarily want, and at least believe and understand that he has the ability to provide me those things if I trust him and wait on him. Like scripture says, many things that he will bless us with. I'm not waiting on those things because that's the ultimate goal of knowing God. No, that's just a byproduct. The ultimate hope is waiting to be with Christ. That's number one. But while we're here on earth, he tells us not to be of the world, but to use the worldly things. While we're here, use them for a good purpose. If you have wealth, give. You'll receive more and continue to give more. If you have a plan in mind to do something, well, at least believe that you're able to see that through, especially with God on your side, because ultimately, what I like to tell myself is, if this is something that I'm going to achieve, somehow make this something that's going to glorify you. Make this something that's ultimately in your will. Maybe you might be successful at something, but it leads up to a certain moment where you're able to glorify God. I'm not sure. I see that in some celebrities' lives who now turn their lives over to Christ. Like, for instance, Deion Sanders was successful and talks about how all the things that he had didn't satisfy him until he came to know Christ. Now, he's getting these opportunities, still being blessed, but is now constantly proclaiming Jesus in that success. And I think that's a wonderful thing, is to be able to also succeed and proclaim his name. And there's other things as well, succeeding in charity, succeeding in giving. But ultimately, it's not about those things anymore. And this is something that I'm trying to change my mind about, is we might see things and we might look to get pleasure out of them, but ultimately it ends up like this. Ultimately, they end up being tossed to the side eventually. And when you die, they're gone. So the point is always to keep our minds on Christ, which can sometimes be hard, obviously. Understand that these things don't satisfy, but also understand that anything that you do need, trust that God can provide it to you. So that's it for this video. Hopefully this answered the question. I got a question about this, a request to make this video, and hopefully this answered that request. Hopefully you're satisfied with this response, this video. But yeah, that's it for this one. So if you've been liking these videos, I've been trying to post them as much as I can every single day if I can. That's my goal. Sometimes it's every other day. But if you've been liking these videos, I'd appreciate it if you click that like button below. If you're not subscribed, I Would appreciate it if you did hit that subscribe button. But as always, God bless you in Jesus' mighty, powerful, victorious name. And I will see you in the next video.